Imagine waking up one morning and your cat looks you in the eyes and says, "Finally, I understand why you're always late." You're walking down the street and suddenly a dog says, "Hey, watch your step, there's a hole up ahead." Sounds crazy, right? But what if it wasn't? What if animals could actually talk? Not bark, not meow, not chirp, but truly speak, just like you and me. Let's pause for a second and really imagine this world. A world where your dog greets you at the door and says, "You smell stressed. Want to talk about it?" Your parrot doesn't just mimic your voice. He gossips. "You should have heard what your friend said about you on the phone yesterday." Communication with animals would go from cute and confusing to real and revealing. We'd no longer guess why the cat is knocking stuff off the table. She'd tell you, "I did it because I'm bored, and you ignored me." No more wondering why the fish swims in circles all day. He'd tell you, "This tank is the fish version of solitary confinement. Please redecorate." But let's look beyond pets. What would cows say if they could talk? What about chickens, pigs, sheep? Imagine sitting down to eat a steak and hearing, "Hey, that used to be my brother." Would we still be okay with eating meat? Would the food industry survive if animals could speak up for themselves? Maybe some would still eat meat, but a lot more people might listen, hesitate, or even change. Zoos and farms would become negotiation zones. The goat doesn't want to be fed by kids all day. The lion's sick of people tapping on the glass. The elephant might say, "This isn't my home. I was taken from my family." Talking animals would also shake up the job market. Imagine a monkey hosting a morning radio show, "Welcome back to the Jungle Jam." A dolphin giving underwater tours saying, "On your right, the coral reef I grew up in. Please don't touch it." A wise owl becomes a philosophy professor. And squirrels, probably YouTubers with chaotic daily vlogs. Even government would change. Would animals demand rights? Would we have animal unions, protests, even elections? A turtle might run for president with the slogan, "Slow and steady and fair for all species." Now let's talk crime solving. Dogs become eyewitnesses. "I saw him steal the car. He smells like cheap cologne and fear." Crows testify in court, rats become undercover agents, and pigeons, surveillance drones with feathers. But hold on, why can't animals talk already? Well, the answer lies in biology. Their brains aren't structured for complex grammar. They feel things, they think. But the parts of the brain responsible for language in humans just don't exist in animals. Also, their vocal cords and mouths aren't shaped for producing words, so even if a cat had something to say, it literally couldn't pronounce it. But technology and science are closing the gap. Some dogs are learning to speak using soundboards with buttons. They press buttons for walk, hungry, outside, and even love you. It's not fluent conversation, but it's real communication. One dog named Stella learned to combine over 40 words. It's a glimpse of what might be possible in the future. Now here's a question for you. If your pet could talk right now, what's the first thing it would say? "About time you changed the litter box." Or maybe, "Please stop dressing me in costumes. I have dignity." Drop your answer in the comments. I want to hear the funniest, weirdest, and most heartwarming things you think your animal might say. And finally, even without speech, animals already talk to us in their own ways, through eyes, gestures, body language, energy, a wagging tail, a purr, a stare, a sudden leap. They speak. We just don't always listen. But if one day animals truly found their voice, would we be ready to hear them? Would we be ready to respond? Because if that day comes, the world won't just change, it will listen.